Namaste and welcome to our English class, my dear students of grade 8. How are you? Are you all happy, excited and ready to begin our class for today? I am too. This is a new day, a new unit and new lesson. Hope all of you are ready with your necessary materials. Your textbook, your notebook, pen or pencil. Are you excited? Very good. So this is Unit 12. And in today's class, we are going to deal with the reading 1. So, here we go to discuss the getting started part of this lesson. So, let us have a look at the picture and discuss what do these people like or dislike. Let's share our idea each other. So let us have a look at this first picture. Who do you see in the first picture? Yes, singer. He is a singer. So now please tell me, what does he love to do? Very good. He loves singing songs, right? What about the second picture? Yes, he is an athlete. So then, what does he like to do? Right, he likes to take part in athletics. Or you also can say he enjoys to take part, or he enjoys taking part in race. Okay, so this is what you can see in the second picture. And what about the third picture? Right, she is a nurse. So as a nurse, what does she love to do? Good. She loves caring patient, right? She becomes happy. She likes to take care, or she likes caring patient. So this is what you can see in the third picture. And what about this picture? Right, he's happy dancing, right? So you see, he is a dancer. So then you can tell he loves dancing, right? People have different, let's say, hobbies. Some people, they love dancing. Some other, they love singing. For me, I love visiting new places. I love reading new books. What about you? Very good. You also have your hobbies, your interest. Okay? You love playing games, various games, right? Or you love reading books, or you love drawing. You have your own hobby. People have different hobbies, amazing hobbies. But you know, some people, they have amazing hobby that we do not believe. So here, I would like to show you a short video clip. Okay? You just have a look, this very short clip, and you imagine, you see, what sort of hobbies do people have? Are you interested? Okay, so here we go to have a look at short video clip. And you have to tell me, okay, what is his hobby, right? All right. Well, did you enjoy? Look at my dear. So this is the hobby, that how people are keen on amazing things. This is what we may not have imagined. A man, a person, who can gather birds. He is Ramesh Dulal, right? You might have watched on television, Kak Sammelan, right? So Ramesh Dulal is a famous, let's see, you're right, the birdman in Nepal, right? And he can gather hundreds of thousands of, let's see, hundreds of birds, producing typical sounds, like crow, right? You can see this. This is amazing. Now tell me, what is his hobby? Look, his hobby is amazing. To utter a sounds like a bird, crow, right? He can produce sounds like hundreds other birds. Okay, so this is his hobby, and you also can develop your own hobby. Now, having watched this video clip and discussing some of the pictures, you might have guessed what are we going to discuss today. Have you guessed? Very good. So, in today's reading one, in this part, we are going to discuss today about Nepal's birdman. Okay, but before we read about the history of birdman, let us have a look at this picture and please tell me, what do you think the man's hobby is? Can you just tell me, looking at this picture, what is the hobby of this man? Very good. Okay. His hobby is photography, right? He loves taking beautiful snaps, okay? Photographs. So that his hobby is photography, right? You can see he's taking a beautiful picture, okay? The snaps. And I also would like to ask you another questions. So do you have similar hobby? So what it is? Okay, what is your hobby? Of course, you do have your hobby. Maybe you have hobby. Your hobby is playing some games, right? Or dancing, singing, painting, right? Visiting new places, right? We have different hobbies, okay? And this person, okay, he loves taking photographs. So, after discussing this, now is the lesson, a very interesting lesson that we are going to deal today is all about Nepal's birdman. Okay, so who is Nepal's birdman? We are going to discuss in today's class about amazing, interesting, the account, the description about Nepal's birdman. So, who is he? Very good. So, we are going to read about Nepal's birdman. He is none other than Harisaran Nepali. Okay? And while reading this text, we'll get to know different interesting information about Nepali birdman. But I request you all, my dear students, while I'm going to read the text for you, I request you all to pay attention to some unfamiliar words which is highlighted in your textbook. So please look at these highlighted words and you can guess the meaning of these words from the context while I'm reading the text. Okay, you can make closer guess, contextual guess while reading the text. And of course, we'll discuss the meaning later. Are you ready to know about Nepali birdman? Very good. So here we go. Harisaran, Nepali's friends affectionately call him Kaji because of his smart dress and gentle manner. Okay, you got it now. Okay, his lovely name is Kaji. Okay, so his friends call him Kaji, Kaji Dai. Okay, so this is what you can know about, his lovely name because of his smart dress and of course gentle manner, right? Okay, Kaji Dai was a famous birder and ornithologist from Nepal. All right. So now you tell me, okay? He was famous birder and also ornithologist, okay? Ornithologist from Nepal. You guess what ornithologist is, okay? If he is a birder, okay? If he studies about birds, then what is he called? Who is this person? Ornithologist, okay? A person who keeps let's say the broader information, all right, the expertise about birds. In fact, his keen interest in birds made him popular among Nepali and other birders. Knowing Kaji was more than a coincidence for me. Here, the author, the writer is telling, knowing Kaji was more than a coincidence for me. Okay, it is not just met all of a sudden. He was a friend of my father. He was a friend of my father, Parasar Narayan Suwal, author's, writer's father. Okay, Parasar Narayan Suwal. My father was a PhD and Kajidai was a school dropout. He did not continue his school. He was school dropped out. He left his school. But the two were bonded because of their shared love of the wilderness, often exploring the jungle of the Terai together. Okay, right, his father, he was PhD, right? He was an educated person, but Kajidai, okay? Kajidai, he was school dropout, but both of them, they loved wilderness, you see, the birds, right? And because of that, they became close each other. They became friends each other. And then, yeah, you got some of the words here. Gentle, budder, ornithologist. Okay, you might have already guessed. Gentle means quiet and polite. Okay, this is his nature. Kajidai was very polite, quiet, okay, mannered person. And you see the birder, that means a person who watches birds in their natural environment, okay? Yes, a person who studies about birds. Who watches birds in the natural environment. Birder, okay? You may be birder if you love, okay, watching birds, okay? If you pay attention, right? There is another word, ornithologist. That means a person who studies birds, expert of birds. That is what we call ornithologist, who studies about birds. Okay, let's see here some more description. In 1972, I joined my father and his students of Anandakuti Science College on a week-long camping trip to Pokhara. Kajidai was invited as a visiting faculty to share his knowledge on bird ecology. Okay, so Kajidai was invited as a visiting faculty. Look, he was the expert of birds, okay, and he was invited to explain, to tell about the birds, field identification, and bird taxidermy techniques. You know what is bird taxidermy techniques? I'll let you know. You can guess, okay? The bird's taxidermy techniques. What is this? Okay, you will get to know. In Pokhara, we trekked from Bagar to Hangja, where we were hit by a heavy hailstorm. You know hailstorm? Okay, right. We were hit by a heavy hailstorm, right. And the next day when we reached Sunkhet, the river was filled with debris and boulders from overnight landslide and floods. There, Kachidai identified the lesser racket-tailed drongo, a green magpie, and Egyptian vulture. Okay, because Kajidai was the expert. Okay, he was the visiting faculty in the team, and he was explaining, describing about these birds. Yes, my dear students, there are some of the words maybe unfamiliar for you. Okay, so let us just discuss these words. What ecology is? Okay, as you see, it's the relation of plants and living creature to each other and to their environment. That is what? Ecology, the relation of plants and the living creature. And next word, as we discussed earlier, taxidermy. Okay, what does it mean? Okay, so this means the art of preserving dead animals, birds for display. Okay, yes. So there are, you might have seen in the, let's say, the museum as well, right? So the art of preserving dead animals, birds, this is for display, is what we call taxidermy. Dead birds, animals, fish, okay, their skeleton is kept over there. That is what we call taxidermy. And debris, okay, so debris means a piece of wood, metal, or building materials, etc. You see here debris and boulders, okay, you know, during the flood time, dunga muda, right, there's lots of things, you know, they are swept away during the flood time, okay, in summer. So you can see these pieces of wood, metal, building materials. You see the boulders is there. This is again the fallen rocks or the gravel, okay. So during the flood time, in let's say the summer, right, so these are just swept away in the bank of the river, all right. So you can see these things. Okay, let's see here. Oh, what a nice bird. Okay, you see a nice bird there. On our return journey to Kathmandu, Kajidai pointed out a soy wall creeper. Look at this, okay? A soy wall creeper on a freshly dug mountain slope as it fluttered wings with maroon patches. Okay, his mentoring during this trip was a turning point for me to shape my interest in birds. That journey, okay, look at here, the journey here to Kathmandu, okay, from Kathmandu to Pokhara, that journey became a turning point, you know, to groom his interest, to show his interest on, let's say, the birds, study of birds. So in the late 1970s, let's see, I eagerly took part in bird identification field trips with Kajidai and Kornasaki. Here, author is talking in 1970s, okay, 70 to 80. I eagerly took part in bird identification field trips with Kajidai and Kornasaki, who was then with the IUCN, International Union for the Conversation Club, which was later named Bird Conservation Nepal, BCN. Today, BCN is a well-established professional organization nurturing a passion on hundreds of Nepali youths for bird documentation, photography, research, and conservation. Ornithological science has now gone on from just identifying and preserving birds to satellite tracking of their migration. So, here you are given about the involvement, okay, the author involved in different organization working in let's say his journey to study birds. And you can see some of the words over here: fluttered, mentoring, nurturing. Let's see, what does this mean? Fluttered means to move something quickly is what we call fluttered, okay. Yes, mountain slope, as it fluttered wings what? With interest in birds, also wing with maroon patches. Yes, okay, so that is flirt, to move something quickly. Mentoring, here is the word, he's mentoring. You know mentoring, that means helping and advising a less experienced person. Guidance is what we call mentoring, okay. So Kajidai is guidance, mentoring about the birds. And another word is there, nurturing, okay. professional organization nurturing a passion on hundreds of Nepali youths. That means to care for and protect somebody is what we call nurturing, caring. Okay, to care for and protect somebody. All right. So let us have a look at yes, more explanation. In addition, it has also completed a digital recording of the more than 880 species of birds found in Nepal. Kajidai was very cooperative and always ready to share his wealth of knowledge and mentor those bird watchers and naturalists. Together, we documented his ornithological knowledge during the Biodiversity Profiles project. Under the Department of National Park and Wildlife Conservation in 1995. Both of us also served as members of the Environment Protection Council, chaired by the Prime Minister. Birding with US President Jimmy Carter was perhaps another highlight of my birding experiences with Kajidai. We also established the Lumbini Crane Sanctuary and the enhanced wetland in Lumbini is now a preferred home for the nesting Saru's cranes. It is supported by World Wildlife Fund (WWF) Nepal in partnership with International Crane Foundation and Lumbini Development Trust. Okay, and here are again some of the words like you see the cooperative and enhanced. Okay, who was cooperative? Kajidai was very cooperative person. Okay, so that means he was very friendly, very collaborative type of person. Okay, cooperative person. He was so friendly, collaborative. And another one is the enhanced. Okay, what is that enhanced? An enhanced wetland in Lumbini. That means, yeah, improved. He brought some changes. Okay, yeah, he promoted, he enhanced. That is improved. Okay, enhanced wetland in Lumbini is now a preferred home for, yes, nesting Saru cranes. Okay, so yes, look, did you like this lovely bird? Okay, really nice. Okay, yeah, Kajidai also personally led the ornithological survey of Nepal to study Nepal's vast diversity of bird species. Okay, so Nepal is a place, you know, a diverse place for different birds. Okay, yes, so the Natural History Museum established by Tribhuvan University is an outcome of his passion, and Kajidai identified 13 new birds species in addition to the bird species described by Robert Fleming Sr. and Robert Fleming Jr. and Lansing Bangdell in 1976. Kajidai, he left us on 19 May 2021, but his passion for the study and preservation of Nepal's bird life lives on in the many young naturalists he mentored. Okay, so Kajidai is a source of inspiration, motivation for the youths who are interested about the birds, about the conservation of the birds. Right, you know the meaning of diversity? What does this mean? That means, right, variety, okay? A huge range, many, that is what we call the diversity. So this is a very nice, let's say, the information adapted from an article by Rajendra Narayan Suwal, published in Nepal Times, and we got to know this interesting lesson about Nepali birdman. Okay, Kajidai. All right, so interesting. Yes, my dear students, after having this information about Nepali birdsman, let us have a look at some exercises based on this reading. Please, let's see. In exercise A, you learn these words and complete the sentence with them. Ah, I guess you got the meaning of these words. Mentoring, we discussed this meaning, okay? Diversity, nurturing, enhanced, gentle. Now, Can you please complete the following sentences using these words from the text that we just read? Let's have a look at A. Nepal is known for her people. Still there is harmony in them. Can you please guess which word? Okay, which of these words is suitable to complete the first sentence? Nepal is known for her. Very good. Nepal is known for her. Yes, diversity of people. Still there is harmony in them, right? So you can guess here diversity. All right, we have the people from different background. It's what we call diversity. Let's look at B. Despite being successful, Krishna is an example of its lifestyle. Can you please guess what lifestyle? Very good. So Krishna is an example of its gentle lifestyle. Okay, quiet. Okay, that is what we call gentle. Okay, yes, a peaceful. All right. Yes, a quiet nature, manner. All right, it's a gentle lifestyle. Okay, the food was tasty. They the flavor of food items by adding natural herbs. Which word goes here in the gap? The food was tasty. They. Very good. They enhanced the flavor of food items by adding natural herbs. Okay, right. They enhanced, okay, improved the flavor of food items by adding natural herbs. What about this? D. She encouraged women to start formal programs in their companies. Now, have you made a closer guess? Very good. That is, she encouraged women to start formal mentoring, coaching, okay, mentoring programs in their companies, guidance, okay, in their companies. Last but not the least, let's see, all the family members helped her in her newborn baby. So, what is that? Okay, that is nurturing. Okay, all the family members helped her in nurturing her newborn baby. Excellent. So this is how you have completed the sentence with the suitable words, okay, given in the text. These all words are from the text we just read. And now you made a meaningful sentence, okay, in the let's say filling the blanks. Okay, after this, here we go to write. Choose the correct alternative and fill in the gaps. Okay, so how you are able to choose the right information based on the reading text, my dear students. I guess you are pretty clear. Now please tell me. Okay, are you all ready? Let's see. A. Kajidai was a famous, please tell me, teacher, birder, photographer. Okay, who was Kajidai? Excellent. So, Kajidai was a famous birder. Okay, we just read about Kajidai. He was a famous birder. And B. Has earned his PhD. Who has earned his PhD? Okay, the writer Harisharan Nepali, or you see Parasar Narayan Suwal. Okay, so who has earned his PhD? Very good. Writer's father. Okay, he was right. He was Parasar Narayan Suwal. Okay, who has earned his PhD. That's right. And see, the writer became interested in becoming a birder. Okay, now tell me. Okay, after returning to Kathmandu from Pokhara, while they were on the trip to Pokhara, can you please tell me, the writer became interested in becoming a birder. So, when did he become interested in becoming a birder? Yes, have you guessed? Is it while returning to Kathmandu from Pokhara? While they were on the trip to Pokhara? Or after returning to Kathmandu from Pokhara? Can you please guess which one is the correct answer? Have you made? Okay. So you are right. While returning to Kathmandu from Pokhara, okay, on the way, to his journey from, yes, you see, Kathmandu, from Pokhara, he developed his interest of studying birds. And D, which of the following is a false statement? Okay, let's see. Ornithological science in Nepal uses modern technologies for study. The writer never got the opportunity to work together with foreigners. Kajidai worked with both the writer and his father. Can you please tell me which one is the false statement here? Okay. The writer never got the opportunity to work together with foreigner. This is false. Okay. He worked with international organizations and persons, so that this statement is false. Even he has been involved, okay, in international organization, right? Even the Jimmy Carter, you heard, right? So he has involved with international person. So this is false. And let's see E, which of the following organizations did Kajidai not work for? If you read the text, there you are given IUCN, BCN, WWF. In which organization, okay, did Kajidai not work? Have you guessed? Have a look. And yes, the right answer for this is, okay, he did not work in, right, WWF, right? Good. After this, now is the time to look at some comprehension exercises based on the reading text. Yes, my dear students, let us have a look at the questions given in exercise C, all right, and discuss the answer of these questions. Let's see. All right, the first questions. Okay, so what made Kajidai a friend of Parasanarayan Shrestha is the first question. Can you please tell me what made Kajidai a friend of Parasanarayan Shrestha? Okay, you read it here quickly and tell me what made him the friend, okay? Yes, look at there. They had something common in between, okay? Their shared love of the what? Wilderness, okay? Kajidai and even the Parasanarayan Suwal, both of them, they loved what? Birds, okay? Nature, all right? Both of them were the conservationists. So their shared love of the wilderness made them what? Friend each other, okay? So now you can write this answer, okay? Yeah, their shared love of wilderness, okay, exploring the jungle of the Tarai, that made Kajidai a friend of Parasanarayan Shrestha. Okay, you might have written this answer. And what about B? Was the journey to Pokhara a memorable one for the writer? And how can you say so is a question. Was that journey memorable? Okay, so please let us read this quickly, right? And was that a memorable journey? Okay, you see here, his mentoring during this trip was a turning point for me to save my interest in birds. Okay, you read it over here. So what do you think? Was it memorable? Of course. Okay, yeah, you can find over here, his mentoring during this trip was a turning point for the writer to shape his interest on birds. So then you can write, right? Really, this journey was a turning point for writer. Okay, so you can write that journey really became memorable. All right, to increase his interest on birds. And then now let's talk about C. Name the personality with whom the writer worked except Kajidai. Okay, except Kajidai, who did the writer work with? Let's see here. Okay, please Have a look at this part of your text and tell me, right? Kajidai and Karnasakya, who was, okay, then with IUCN, Commission on Education, okay? He also worked with some other personality. So you got to know the person. Who is he? You see here, Karnasakya, right? Yeah. So then you can write, except Kajidai, the writer worked with Karnasakya, right? You can write, he worked with Karnasakya as well, okay? Who was then with IUCN Commission on Education, right? And another questions, mention the area BCN is working in at present. So in which area is BCN working at present? So you can see over here, okay, in which area is BCN working? Good. You see, today BCN, well-established professional organization, nurturing a passion on hundreds of Nepali youth for documentation, photography, research, and conservation, right? You see here, yes, BCN is working in these different areas, right? So you can write this answer over there. And next question is, who is the donor of the Lumbini Crane Sanctuary? All right, donor means who invested, okay? Who is the donor of this Lumbini Crane Sanctuary? Yeah, you can see the donor agencies supported by Worldwide Fund, WWF, Nepal, all right, in partnership with International Crane Foundation and Lumbini Development Trust. You see, okay, these are the donor agencies for Lumbini Crane Sanctuary. So you can write over here, WWF, okay, Worldwide Fund Nepal, in partnership with International Crane Foundation and Lumbini Development Trust, is the donor agency. And last but not the least, okay, see, do you like Kajidai? After reading this text, then why do you? Okay, so why do you like Kajidai? Please write your idea, your opinion, okay? Why do you like Kajidai? Okay, please tell me your idea, all right? This is your personal idea. You can tell me why you like him, okay? Yeah. Yes, I like Kajidai for his passion to study and preserve Nepal's bird life. This is the reason that why, yeah, you like Kajidai. Yes, my dear students, so with this, we have discussed the comprehension exercises based on the reading text. We got to know today about an interesting information about Nepali birdman Kajidai, okay? And we also did some, let's say, unfamiliar words, vocabulary exercises, right? And we also discussed the question answer based on the reading text. I hope all of you got a wonderful idea about this lesson. So with this, we have almost come to the end of our lesson. But before we end up this class, let me just assign you a very short task for you. This is, why do you think it is important to conserve birds? Please write a paragraph and share it to your friends in the class, okay? There are hundreds of birds, but why do you think we need to conserve these birds, okay? What is the importance of, let's say, the birds conservation? Think up some of your idea and write a couple of paragraphs, and you can show it to your friends and to your teachers. So with this, we have come to the end of our class. Thank you so very much for your active participation from the beginning to the end. We'll see you in the next class. Till then, goodbye. Namaste. Bye-bye.